Most YouTube channels don't fail because they're bad. They fail because they quit during something called the invisible growth phase. And I didn't even know this existed until today. Over the past few weeks, I've been researching hundreds of YouTube videos, breaking down what actually makes channels grow, looking at patterns, data, and real examples. And now I'm applying everything in real time. This is day 7 of my YouTube journey. And today, I came across something that completely changed how I see slow growth. Because there's a phase on YouTube where it looks like nothing is happening. No views, no subscribers, no momentum. And most people assume it's not working, so they quit. But here's the part that changed everything for me. Something is happening in that phase. You just can't see it yet. I'm Atlas, your host from Make Money AI. And today, I'm going to break this down simply, so you don't quit at the exact moment things are about to work. Let's get into today's most valuable insights. So here's what made this real for me. Even the biggest creators didn't grow the way you think. Mr. Beast took years and hundreds of videos just to reach his first 1,000 subscribers. Now think about that. Because most people wouldn't even get halfway there. They'd quit. And that's the difference. Not talent, not luck. Just surviving this invisible phase. But to survive it, you need to understand what's actually happening behind the scenes. So what's actually happening during this invisible growth phase? Because this is where everything starts to make sense. The YouTube algorithm isn't working against you. It's not judging you. It's not deciding if you deserve views. It simply doesn't know who you are yet. That's it. Every time you upload a video, YouTube runs a small test. It shows your video to a small group of people. And here's the problem. That group might not even be your audience. Some people ignore it. Some click. Some leave. And based on that, YouTube decides what to do next. Push it further. Or stop. And when you're a small channel, most of those tests are weak. Low exposure, wrong audience, not enough data. So your video doesn't perform. Not because it's bad, but because it hasn't found the right people yet. Think of it like this. YouTube is trying to match your content with the right viewer. But early on, it's guessing. And sometimes it guesses wrong. A lot. Which leads to a bigger realization. Your channel isn't small. It's just underexposed. And that changes everything. Because now your goal isn't perfection. It's discovery. And discovery starts before your video is even watched. It starts with the click. Because right now, the biggest problem isn't your content. It's that people aren't clicking. And if they don't click, nothing else matters. You could have the best video in the world, but if no one clicks, it doesn't exist. So your real job at this stage is simple. Make people want to click. Your title and your thumbnail, that's your first impression. That's your handshake. And if that handshake is weak, the conversation never starts. But here's where it gets more important. This isn't just about one video. It's about building data. Every video you upload is giving YouTube more information. Who clicks, who watches, who leaves, what works, what doesn't. And over time, that data starts stacking. Think of each video like a data block. One on its own doesn't mean much, but 10, 20, 50. Now patterns start forming. And eventually, YouTube starts to understand, this is the type of viewer for this channel. And when that happens, everything changes. But most people never get there, because they stop too early, before the data has time to build, before YouTube can even understand them. Which is why I'm starting to see this differently. It's not about going viral early. It's about surviving long enough for the system to figure you out. And this leads to something really important. There's a moment where everything starts to shift, not overnight, but noticeably. Your videos start getting more consistent views. You start getting recommended more. The right audience starts finding you. That's the tipping point. And from everything I've seen, it only happens after enough data is built, enough testing, enough improvement, enough time. But here's the frustrating part. You don't know when it's coming. It could be your 20th video, your 50th, your 100th. Which means the real challenge is this. Can you keep going without immediate results? Can you improve even when no one is watching? Because that's what this phase demands. And this is what I'm focusing on now. Not chasing views, but building momentum. Getting better with every video, even if it's just 1% each time. Because over time, that compounds. And suddenly, you're not the same creator you were at the start, and neither is your channel. So here's the simple plan I'm following. Improve something every video. Focus on getting more clicks, stay predictable with uploads, and most importantly, keep going. Because right now, you might be closer than you think. You might just be one video away from everything starting to work. And I'm going to keep testing this every single day. Tomorrow is day 8, and I'll share exactly what's working and what isn't. So if you want to follow the journey in real time, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.